Let me tell you about a real Ouija board story that still gives people chills. It starts like a normal night, someone's birthday dinner, friends hanging out, nothing strange. But after the celebration, they decided to do something a little more risky. They made their own Ouija board, grabbed a planchette, and headed outside to use it in the dark. They didn't take any precautions, no protections, no warnings, nothing. And worse, they made a critical mistake. They ended the session without saying goodbye. That's when everything started to spiral. As soon as they walked back inside the house, the front door slammed shut on its own. No breeze, no one near it, just bam. Then the blinds rattled and closed themselves. Everyone froze. They tried to shake it off, blaming the wind or maybe just nerves. So they went to chill and put on a horror movie to lighten the mood. But during the movie, the lamp turned off by itself. No one touched it. The room went completely dark for a few seconds, long enough to feel that thick, heavy silence. Then, suddenly, the lights flicked back on. The energy shifted. Something felt wrong, like something was in the house with them. They stuffed the board in a drawer, wrapped in cloth, thinking it was over. But the weird stuff kept happening. They started seeing shadows moving out of the corner of their eyes. Marbles, and I'm not making this up, would bounce on the roof at night with no explanation. Their dog would stand still in the bathroom, just staring at nothing. And worst of all, that heavy presence, like something was watching, waiting, and feeding off their fear. It didn't stop, even when the roommate moved out, even when the board was long gone. That dark energy, it stuck around. And this isn't the only case like that. One person said the planchette spelled Zozo, a name that's tied to something dark. They didn't say goodbye either. And after that, they were plagued with anxiety and paranoia. Another story tells of someone who heard a scream in their ear during a session, followed by a stabbing pain in their skull, like an ice pick to the brain.
And here's the craziest one. Someone asked a question on a board, and it gave them a name. A random girl's name. They didn't think much of it, until years later, that girl showed up in their life and died in a car crash. Same exact spelling the board had given them. Now, I'm not here to scare you for fun, but I will tell you this. Every story like this has one thing in common. They ignored the rules, and they opened something they couldn't close. Would you still use a Ouija board? Because once that door opens, you don't always get to choose what comes through.